Hello there. Welcome to day one of my personal self-imposed 20-day push-up challenge. Where I will perform a minimum of 100 push-ups a day for the next 20 days with a target baseline of 2,000 for two reasons. One is because, you know, in ISO, things tend to slip, man. It's a weird kind of murky grey area to live in, isn't it? So hopefully this provides a bit more structure to my mornings. And secondly, I'm also just interested as to, well, how many push-ups can I actually do in 20 days and still get on with my day and tick the boxes I need. I'll keep you posted. Day 2, did another 200 this morning, so currently we're 400 over 2 days. Day 3, forced out another 100 this morning before I went for a beautiful paddle, and forced I did. Day 4, 150 this morning, 800 in total. I've even started pretending I can run again. It's a dangerous sign. I think I'm starting to regret not drawing it a little bit neater. Not that I'm known for my neatness. Day 5, and I've learned two very important things, people. I've learned that you are stronger and more capable than you think you are. And the second, probably more important lesson is that nobody needs to see footage of me running. Day 6, 100 down this morning, 200 down yesterday, 1,200 over 6 days. Have a good one. Day 7, 200 this morning.
I reckon day 8's been one of the harder ones. Normally I do push-ups first thing in the morning, and I don't even do my first push-up until like about midday today. But I'm now 170 in, but it's not pretty. I think I'm a competitive person, I've come to realise. Not necessarily with other people, but definitely with myself.
So here we are, day 10. I did 2,000 yesterday. What I'm noticing when I get up, look, there's a bit of tension in the shoulders and neck before I kind of stretch out and do a few push-ups. A bit of pain and discomfort, lower back and sort of glutes where it all meets. My cat's come in to say hello. See, I reckon if anyone needs to do 200 push-ups a day.
Day 11 we're at now. 300 this morning. Boom.
Day 12.
That's my 200 for day 12. You know, I thought I was making a film about push-ups, which I guess I am in some way, but in between making this film, my dad's dying of bone cancer pretty quickly now, which means I come down to this beautiful part of the world to visit and help out and dig holes and sit and be at peace and eat food and talk and reflect, which in turn causes me to reflect. And throughout the past, we're at day 13 now. So I've had a full moon. I also had my brother's birthday. And so it's strange. There's some kind of cyclic thing happening. I'm not sure what it is. And there's a really interesting distortion of time whereby now that I'm filming myself every morning, I feel like it's all slowing down. And preparing for my father's death is igniting old feelings from my brother's death, which was almost 30 years ago now. So it's strange, like in some ways I feel like it's been this incredibly long, bizarre, elongated life, and challenging myself to do as many push-ups as I could in 20 days was a way of proving, I guess, that I still had some level of fitness even at the age of 44. But it's weird, sometimes I feel like I'm still 15. It's been a really strange exercise. Rewarding, but strange. Hello there, day 19, 300 down this morning. 1 day left. If I could do 200 tomorrow, I will hit 5,000 over 20 days. Good times. So when I sat down to go back through that footage, it reminded me of how much I love the hidden curriculum. And that for me is like the appeal of being a therapist as well, is exploring the subtext in people's narratives. And for me, one of the most bewildering experiences of exploring the subtext is in the things that I create. Like, I can go back and listen to a song that I wrote 20 years ago and finally understand what it was that I was trying to say. And that in itself is bizarre, right? That it can take 2 decades for a song to reveal itself to me, even though I wrote it. And this film's been no different, right? Because my explicit intention was to make a film about push-ups. But on reflection, it's pretty clear that I was documenting my experience of my dad's death. And that I'm too cynical as a person, I think, to do that explicitly. And so I have to trick myself into things. And so by setting myself a challenge of doing some push-ups and filming it, I was able to inadvertently document that period of my life, because it wasn't something that I wanted to forget. And so, you know, you could watch this and think that this was about push-ups. But for me, really, it's about my experience of grief. And particularly my experience of moving through grief, or literally pushing through grief. So I still do 100 push-ups most days, and you know, I still really miss my dad. And I'm still a big believer in moving through your grief. So I think what I figured out is you just got to keep moving every day, particularly through your grief. And that some days, you know, movement's not enough. Some days you got to push. And on those days, yeah, you may as well do a push-up. Stay awesome, people.